So, what do people really mean when they say awakening? Good question. The word awakening and a lot of other spiritual terms are used again and again repeatedly but are rarely defined clearly. So let's take a look at the word awakening itself. Awakening comes from the word awake. The opposite of being awake is being asleep. And there is no in between. You can call the dream, which is an in-between state of deep sleep, and with the waking state. But then you wake up from a dream as well. You wake up from deep sleep. What we as human beings experience this to be real. So when we wake up from a dream to this, we say we woke up. If we woke up from deep sleep to this, we say we woke up. Basically, we woke up to what we think and know and feel and experience as real. So I woke up to what was really happening, what was really going on. Till then, I had been sleeping, I didn't know. So the word awakening basically means you wake up, you realize the reality of what's going on, or the reality of who you are, or the reality of everything around you. Awakening does not mean having a mystical experience. In spirituality, now let's get into spirituality. If you've had a mystical experience, you became one with the universe. We spoke about many of those kind of experiences in the previous video. I became one with the universe. I was thrown into nothingness. Everything was shining with light and I was the light. I suddenly was in the void. All those experiences, those are mystical experiences. That is not awakening. It is an awakening experience. It can be that. But awakening is the recognition of awareness during that experience. If you did not recognize awareness at that point, then it's an experience that came and went, just like every other experience. Now, we'll just in the next question, we'll take a look at this practically because it's so simple, it's so straightforward, it's right here, right now, and that thou art. So it's better to take a look at it while we are practicing it right here, right now. Alright, so the question is, if awareness is always present, like I just said, why don't we notice it? So if it is always present, then it must be present right now. Let's take a look. Right now, if you just let go of your thoughts, let go of your mind, do not identify or do not follow your thoughts. That means do not pay attention to your thoughts. Where attention goes, energy flows. And when you think and you give it energy, then you have a thinking process that leads to a thought. So right now, if you just let go of your thoughts, you can close your eyes if you want. It will give you less distraction. If you close your eyes and let's just slow down. What's going on? No sound, silence. And you'll notice that you can call it consciousness, awareness, or the silence. If you are absolutely silent within, you'll find the silence or the awareness expanding. And why is it expanding? Where attention goes, energy flows. So, in this awareness, if we take a look at this awareness, you can inquire with me right now, like have a look. When did this awareness start? And you'll find that it's always been. Have a look. See if you can see a starting point. You can use the word silence. You can use consciousness, awareness, nothingness, emptiness. It's the same one reality. It has always been there throughout your life. And take a look. Can it ever go away? If it had no beginning, will it end when we open our eyes or we start talking? Or why don't we ever notice it? That's the question. But right now, take a look and see, can this awareness, consciousness, silence ever go away? Can it fade out? No. It has no beginning. It has no ending. It has always been, is, and will always be. And even that is saying too much. So you'll find that this awareness has always been present, right from childhood, but we've never noticed it like we are noticing right now. And the only thing that we have done to notice it is we've turned our attention towards awareness, towards consciousness, or towards silence. We've turned our attention towards that. Which is not a thing, which is not a thought. And you'll find it is, we can't name it, it has no form, yet it is. We could stay here for ages. Now you can slowly open your eyes, come back. So awareness is always present, no matter where you are. You need not go to a spiritual place for this. You need not leave your home for this. There is no difference between the awareness that is here right now and the awareness that is in the holiest of the places or the most evil places. Awareness remains the same. Everything holy or evil and everything between it arises in this awareness and subsides back into this awareness. It arises or it appears. The words I'm using. It arises or it appears. Not it becomes. It's not that. It's not that awareness becomes something. Things appear. And what appears must disappear. And what is real never appears. So awareness never appears. What appears are things and thoughts in awareness. Okay, so let's get back to the question. If awareness is always present, why don't we notice it? Now, I said we are noticing it right now is because we slowed down the mind, we slowed down what was happening in the mind and thoughts, and we calmed down to a little bit of stillness, paid attention to silence or maybe our surroundings. So we calm the mind down so that thoughts are fewer and our attention is not on the thoughts. Like I said in the beginning, do not pay attention to your thoughts. What is attention? Attention is your focal point of what you are perceiving or thinking. Now, attention naturally flows outwards from the body. Your eyes naturally see. You open your eyes and you can't stop light going in. Your nose is open, you can't stop smells going in. Your skin is exposed and you can't help but feel even the air or the temperature on your body. So attention is naturally flowing outwards. That's how the human body mind complex is built, that attention is outwards. And the one main reason would be for survival, that the brain and the body is designed to keep itself safe from any destruction and to keep it alive for as long as possible. But attention is naturally flowing outwards. What we did right now was we stopped the attention going outwards. That's why I asked if you could close your eyes, you would experience it much better. 70% of your distractions are gone just by closing your eyes. And now attention is pushed or is blocked from going out, and it naturally is within. And then if you have some good inquiry questions, then you start to explore this awareness, consciousness, silence, nothingness, blankness. You start to explore it and you find out things about it. What it could be, what it is not. So why didn't we notice it? Because we are never taught how to slow down or do these things in school. Our parents, every child grows up learning the basics of how to live in life and how to make a living, how to think about the future, how to chase success, how to chase happiness, avoid pain. All these things are outside. Attention is naturally kept outside. And in today's date, we have enough distractions in the form of the mobile phones and notifications. Every 10-20 seconds there's a notification, a bleep, a sound that reminds you, oh, something's happened here. What is happening with that is attention is diverted. When will you stop and pay attention to what is within, or what is the source of the attention that you have? So naturally, that's why meditation practices are suggested. It's naturally to slow down the mind, the racing of thoughts and the attention going out. Slow it down and bring it within. Now, attention, if it doesn't go out, it remains within, and you'll find that it expands naturally. So awareness, if you're in awareness and we just tried to find out if there is a beginning of awareness. There is no beginning. There is no ending. In this way, if you take a look at where does awareness begin and where does it end, you'll find that, let's do it. See if you can see a shape, a size, a form, an edge, a slight edge. This is where awareness ends or begins. Now, so to answer the question straightforward, if awareness is always present, why don't we notice it? Is because attention is outwards towards things and objects. The moment attention is withdrawn inside, then you can pay attention to what is and has always been, which is not a thing outside, neither a thought in the mind. Yet it is that in which these things appear and disappear, in which thoughts arise and subside. That is unchanged. Okay, let's see what the next question is. All right now, what is aware of this moment? That's the question. Right now, What is aware of this moment? Let's take a look at the words that are used in this. Right now. That means right now. It doesn't matter what time you're watching this, where you're watching it. Every time is right now. Wherever you are, it's now. So right now. What is aware of this moment? Moment means time. Now means time. Denotes time. What is aware? What has to be a thing. The answer to what will have to be a this or a that. It has to be an object, a thing, with a name and a form. So the question is, what is aware of this? So let's do a little exercise again. Let's find out these answers experientially. So number one, let's just pay attention to, close your eyes if you can. I always suggest that. So if you can, otherwise you can keep them open as well. Let's pay attention to the silence. Number one, just the silence that is there before we have a thought, or before we even talk, or before we have our next thought. Silence. Just for a few seconds, let's pay attention to this silence. So in this silence, there is no thought, and if there is no thought, there is no thing. What is aware of this moment? If you try to find out what is aware of this moment, there is no thing that is aware of this moment. There is just awareness, that I am aware without an object. To be aware, there must be an object. But the quality of being aware without the object is what we are calling awareness. Imagine it like a flower that has fragrance. Now the fragrance, let's say the fragranceness, the perfume without the flower. Take an apple. Imagine an apple, and now the quality of being an apple, the appleness of the apple, is the quality of the apple without the apple. In the same way, we are aware right now of no thing, no thought, and it is just the quality of being aware. There is no object. We are not aware of something. There is just awareness, the quality, the perfume of being aware without an object, without a thought, without an image, without a sound. All whats, like I said, the word what will beg for an answer that says this or that, has to be a thing. All things as objects arise and subside in this awareness. You can become aware of these objects, That's where attention goes. But if your attention doesn't follow those objects, then they arise on their own in awareness and they subside. They arise and subside. They don't become. And if you were to open your eyes and see see so many different things around you, in the same way that images arise as thoughts, things appear around you and disappear. The awareness remains intact. So, what is aware of this present moment is awareness itself. Aware of would be an object. The quality of just being aware without an object is awareness. And again, if you sit and have a look, this awareness has no beginning, has no ending, has always been, is everywhere. Thus, all the thoughts arise in this and subside. You open your eyes, all objects appear in this and disappear in this. Awareness remains as it is. I think that's a good place to stop. In this moment, the awareness that is there, let's leave it at that.